Hello, you need to let me know if you can see this or just give me some action. A lot of moving parts here. I'm not very well adjusted to this sort of scenario, but according to Facebook, I'm live. So, let me know. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can... Is that me there? Oh, there we go, in the wormhole. Hello, everybody. Now, welcome. I am Loki, aka Darren McGarvey. Let me know that you're all here. How many have we got? 18. We'll just chat shit for a wee bit. This is an unusual scenario for me. I have to thank my beautiful wife Becky Wallace, who not only encouraged me to do this session, because she, in her own words, thought it'll give me a wee boost. Maybe that gives you a bit of an insight into how my lockdown is going. But she also sorted the set out, helped me tremendously. So thanks to her. Shout out to Self-Isolation Sessions, John and Patrick. And I'm just going to chat shit for a wee bit. The aim is to do a set roughly around an hour. If it goes on a wee bit longer than that, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think once we get to 50 viewers, what I'll do is I'll explain a wee bit about the set, because a lot of it is new material, and new material, especially the stuff that I work on music wise, it sometimes doesn't hold up necessarily as well as it would within the context of a whole project. And what I mean is, no, the quality drops, but what I mean is, I write songs like a scene in a film, and you get more insight into it if you understand the tracks that came before it and the tracks that came after it. So they work well as songs, but some of it thematically or topically might seem like it's just coming from left field, or is unnecessarily on the nose, or is being a bit harsh or whatever. But most people who listen to my music, they already understand that anyway, so it's all good. We'll just get another couple of minutes. Give me a thumbs up if your lockdown is kind of shite but you're okay, which is pretty much where I'm at with it. Shite but okay. Shite but okay. Shite but okay. Nice one. Got a few thumbs up there. Okay. We've got 50 people there. Welcome to the self-isolation session. Obviously, as John outlined, this is a bit different for some of you who've been following this page. Rap is a wee bit like an acquired taste, and Scottish rap is even more of an acquired taste. So hopefully I've picked a selection of stuff that for me demonstrates what's important to me as a rapper, which is to be diverse and have a broad skill set. And so hopefully throughout the course of the hour, even if you're not that into it, you'll appreciate that there's more to it than big screen TVs, blunts, 40s and bitches. And we're up at 57 now. If you want to go for a couple of things that just somebody said to me, you should shout out your social media and all that. Darren Loki McGarvey on Facebook, at Loki Scottish Rap on Twitter. You can find my music on Bandcamp, Mr. Loki Scotland at bandcamp.com. My whole catalogue is there, it's available for free. You can download it all at the click of a button, or you can download individual tracks. If you would like to pay, I'm not going to stop you. But I just thought put it up for free just in case anybody needs a wee change of scenery in these days of isolation. Couple more minutes and then I'll start the first tune. And I'm just kind of fingers crossed we don't have any technical hiccups. Can you hear me clearly? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me nice and clear, because that's going to be important going forward. Rap as an art form really depends on you being able to understand what the person is saying. There we've got a wee thumbs up there. So as you can see, the setup is quite nice, if obviously a little cruder in comparison to playing at a proper venue, but it's lockdown and we've got to kind of like adapt. So we're running instrumentals off a loop pedal, and so you'll hear them coming through the speakers there. If there's any audio issues, just flag it up, just let me know. If the beat needs turned down a wee bit, anything at all, I'll try and keep up to speed with the comments and stuff like that. Right, okay. We'll go for something nice just to ease us in gently, shall we? Okay. This track's called Run To It. It's produced by composer, musician extraordinaire, award-winning Scottish legend in music, Jim Sutherland. This track actually came about, we were asked to compose 2 tracks for the score of a film, and without going into too much detail, we spent a lot of time on it, and then the film company ended up choosing previous work that we had already recorded, but we had these 2 tunes anyway, so I'll be using them for this album. It's called Run To It. Check, check. Check, check. Somebody better call in air support. I'm getting wrecked for sport, half bottle on the steps of court, drowning out the last shred of remorse with social workers fill the length of reports. A lost cause, sparking my last smoke, this is non-stop, phones out of charge, everything I own's lost, but to hang my copper top in a stopper knot, or launch a cocktail of Molotovs at a cop shop. Head full of negative thought, I remember it all in my sleeper cell, eating cereal out of an old pot, cause the bulls when they clean themselves, hoodie up in a pawn shop. Praying these other people only seeing me the way I see myself, full of all sorts and whatnot. Bevy o'clock, get me at the squat, I'm just heading down for the benefit drop. Staring into the Clyde, it's looking misty and mucky. Another draw of the fag, another swig of bucky. Off the leash like a stray puppy, craze not to try to make money. Pray for me, on the ropes, but I'm not trying to pull a punch. Leave your face bloody, try to take from me. Put the snout in the bin for a junkie, and my home country became my case study. Run to it. When the darkness falls, you come through it. When your back's against the wall, turn to it and punch through it. In the fog of war, sun to it. Don't blink, just do it. When the darkness falls, you come through it. When your back's against the wall, turn to it and punch through it. In the fog of war, sun to it. Don't blink. Sobriety offers a gift of sanity, it's something you could never imagine. Put your head in the pillow at night, back of the wagon, no need to compare yourself to your peers, indulging in repetitive aggressive bragging. Skipping meetings cause the other distractions that happen when the stuff you spent your life working towards actually happens. Bends you out of shape, your ego expands and contracts, and picking the threads of your peace of mind to the fabric unravels. I come from a lineage where you day solvents, buy a drug to make profits and take all of them. I'm always torn between giving up cause there's no way back or finding forward. To find a way forward, the old days you always craved to top. Used to be in ciphers, I was expecting to see mates drop. My half brother and sister, they just became orphans. You're a Jake ball if you think this is a fake problem. Now there's cash in the bank, how much care the deal. Scunner to discover it doesn't change the way that I feel. Fame's lash in your mouth, about to take a funny turn. White knuckle sobriety with money to burn. Bank manager suddenly, oh touchy-feely. The person everybody wants to deal with. Hoodie up in first class, bumping hip-hop. Like, can I get a witness show? I fucking right, fuck your business call. When the darkness falls, you come through it. When your back's against the wall, turn to it and punch through it. In the fog of war, sun to it. Don't blink, just do it. When the darkness falls, you come through it. When your back's against the wall, turn to it and punch through it. In the fog of war, sun to it. Don't blink, just do it. Nice one. So I just need to check now that that's all coming through okay. By the way, just to say, if you want, I'm not asking you necessarily, I've just been told to say there's a link in the thread there. If you want to donate some money towards the performance, you can feel free to do that, but don't feel any pressure to do that. I've just been told to relay that to you, as that is part of the course for the self-isolation sessions. Part of it's about supporting artists who are unable to work during lockdown. So that was run to it. I guess just quickly I'll just talk a wee bit about the album that I'm working on. So it's the very, very cheerily titled "I Wish I Was Dead." And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but in the context of the album, hopefully it'll become clear. It's about the kind of intersection between issues like class and identity and masculinity, and the bigger context of the country and how things are going right now. So a lot of it's my own experience, and some of it it's not necessarily autobiographical, semi-autobiographical, but also the album connects to previous work of mine. I've got albums that kind of link together story-wise, and if you really want to dig into them, you can get a lot out of it. Really this album tries to tell the story of how a person can descend into a mental health crisis and all the factors that push them closer to the edge. That's just a wee bit of context there for you. Okay, we're up to 84, that's pretty good. Let's go for another track. By the way, a lot of this stuff is new. Some people will have heard maybe me perform live, some maybe no, but a lot of it is definitely new. We'll go for this next track, right? And this is really new. This is so new it doesn't even have a title yet. Still coughing up phlegm for the 90s. Is it too early for ice cream? Turn on the telly, there's Big Harvey Weinstein. But to recontextualise my life as a crime scene. The old days weren't as good as you remember them. Try to recapture your youth staring at the pendulum. The doctor hands me the quetiapine and says you're mental, son, and pulls my cerebellum out my rectum with a speculum. Heat banging like a kettle drum. Walk the same clothes again, even though I slept in them. Feeling nostalgic about the life I led when I was young. Slagging cunts that went to work. I hear they're building a tower, but knowing Glasgow's luck will come down as fast as it went up. Here's where you heard it first. My head's bust, MCs in my crosshairs. I see them like computer software at a human jobs fair. Poets think they're dropping philosophy, looking smoother than a vegan busker covering a Morrissey song about people smuggling snorting single origin coffee off a hipster menu. And sorry. Darling in the upper crust, working class hero, social vertigo, it's about to fuck my sockets up. Working class hero, darling in the upper crust, social vertigo, it's about to fuck my sockets up. Back in the coffee shop, alone in a two-seater, glancing across the room on the off chance that I see her, trying not to act weird, as a sexy barista wipes a drop of milk from the nozzle of a steamer. She handed me the coffee and smiled. She's a bit of a flirt, often complimenting how my coat accentuates my shirt. She pulls me up for buying lattes at the place across the road, but her watering hole was the only place I go. Eyes plunging in her neckline, I take the coffee. She glances down at my crotch, I'm rocking grey joggies. I go to pay with my card and it's declined. She says that I inserted too early, story of my life. We both laugh, it's an innocent exchange. She's clearly into me and I'm not indifferent to her games. Hands me the change, now I'm all lit up. Then she turns to the next mug once the shrapnel hits her tip cup. Working class hero, darling of the upper crust. Social vertigo, it's about to fuck my sockets up. All my life I'm told that my views weren't worth a fuck. Now I'm a working class hero, darling of the upper crust. Alright troops, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that? Okay, we'll do something to bring up the tempo a wee bit. All good, let's see. Give a wee thumbs up if you thought that was alright. Sorry I fucked up one of the lines, man. It's a bit wordy and I'm still just learning it. But I know that yous are very generous and charitable with your feedback. Right, okay, something a wee bit more up tempo. Let me just get a wee swig here. Non-alcoholic, obviously. I'm 6 months clean tomorrow, by the way, for anyone who's following my sobriety progress. And that's after pretty much 2 years I've not been able to get 90 days sober. Which is a topic which is covered extensively in the album, and how, you know, using drugs, obsessing about drugs and alcohol, and being dishonest about it, how that can contribute in part to a lot of the factors that make you feel like you'd be better off dead. As I say, cheery stuff. Okay. This tune's not on the album, but I just thought I would put it on because some of you might not have heard it, and it's a wee bit more up tempo. This is more of a kind of, in hip hop, what you would call a battle track, right? So a battle track is really just a place for a person who's a rapper to just sort of demonstrate all of their skills and have a bit of aggressive banter with the other hip hop artists in the scene who are also competitive. So this is called Send For Your Ma, right? Check, check, check. Check, check. Rappers used to love this shit when I got on the mic and be like, fuck rappers. Then my fans became rappers. Now they're all touchy bastards, bunch of characters, hunter-gatherers, cut-the-gatherers, cut the sacks off and hang them for the church rafters before they grow up and become young fathers. Fuck parameters, I'm Tamil Shantel's afterbuff, I've got grabby bums, running a marathon looking for a taxi for me, I charged up flux capacitor. You're mad weight son, fuck your patter. Fucking amateur, I got an ambience you can't capture in camera. I'm the evilest MC you've ever seen. I pay good fees for mere beats I never used, and all the ones you ruin for free. You're looking at me, try to size me up, but you're high as fuck. What the fuck are you 5? Shut your lines up, flying cup. You'll not fly enough to get a seat in the Mile High Club. You get tied up and have your running move while shut and make you watch your Snyder cut and live as fuck, sending your pipe and bub. Whatever time a month and watch me riding sub a tidal flood of fucking vaginal blood like a stylist does a vinyl bud. More going on here than rhyming words. Sorry to bother you pal, I just wanted to ask you, gonna stop writing the rap so you act like a bona fide psychopath. I saw you playing Scrabble with your gran in a bicycle cafe. I'm indescribably snappy, wide as a Clyde, mightily crafty. Looking for tips when you're writing your rap, bite me you dafty. Woke up this morning and thought to myself, sipping tea, I wonder what some wee guy on Facebook hints to me. Better log in and see. I write in my police informant, controlled by J.K. Rowling and all sorts. To write a book about a life I never lived while I have enough money to send my way to Hogwarts. Feel about to go there? No. Me man, I'll pump your more. I suggest you shoot the crawl before somebody puts your boss. Shit, I need to dribble the ball out your own hawthorn. I'm taking low shots of your goal box. I bet your own boss, I bet my own boss. Be scoring sold out gigs like show off. Check. Check. Southside sophisticate. Who's up to your syndicate? Passes stimulants and into it. How into it? I get it before you get wind of it. So old when I pumped your maw in the kitchen sink. I slipped a mini dish, check your place up and spinning kids. Fucking skinny the list with the strength of 60 dicks. I die for this, kill for this. Fuck a zillion clicks. Lyricists can desist as if everyone you guilty pricks. If there is the witnesses can persist. Hammer the pills in, just chill bitch and build a split as well. Some fist takes to the stage and a crimson mystical picks in with what they've missed. I've got a heart for this, show me where the target is. Pardon is partial bliss, ignorance is a carnal sin. My old man played guitar, my old deal was an arsonist. Fucking right, my yard was like crowd in the garden, chopping bits. You don't realise how hard it is. Sitting in the margin with sharpening wit, stealing the dark abyss. Dead party lips, approach yours for a parting kiss. My sophistic artifice. Parliament's want an armistice for the armaments that I've bombarded with. Take my card into narcissist starter kit when I barge in hard and stiff, charging piss starts at the heart of your arguments. Coming here, seen near you. For the team that bought you the cloth for your beats in a video with 33 views. Anticipated EP and E cunt ever asked to hear poo. Featuring a weak and feeble crew. Hashtag sees all in the launch, looks like your career's taking place in your heat too. Here's what a beat sounds like when it's well produced. Cunts couldn't mix lentil soup. Walking out of King's Cross, feeling like a fucking boss, King Kong in a fresh pursuit. Fuck a slender you, but there's a point I've yet to prove. Big boss get yourself to boots, you got a big red dot on your vested suit. Too old for wit, half you cunts are fucking hopeless. I done what most of you done with me, internet and alky, drug addict and fucking homeless. The map was roadless, squads of doctors, diagnosing my psychosis. Please stay the fuck out my flight path, air close 179 grams of white right off your wife's arse and your light crash shit and you play Minecraft with a mine half. By the way, I like grey man trap.
Time might have passed, don't pass me a wine flask, I might drop the underground in a mine shaft. You're the hardest working MC in the scene. Right, 2 ticks, I'll be right back with a line draft. Here's the last time that I had a night off. You need a mind map, remove a side hat, or you need to make a wig. Good thing I brought a pine axe. When the struggle bars every time I climax on your more, I'll leave 9 grand. Let's make peace with the tension. Have a bit of metaphor. Is this a fucking fashion show or a bulimia convention? Serious question. Your mum was off for me getting a penis extension. Until I informed that I'd be achieving it solely for semen retention. Bring up my middle age when you hit a stage, you fill a cup with more than 7 mates. When you're getting paid every 7 days, I make the living wage. And shout to Audacity, that battle was legendary. Then again, so's everything else I do. Cheers folks, that was a wee bit of a kind of thematic divergence from what we're actually doing tonight, but just try to keep everybody happy, you know, including me. Was that alright everybody? We're kind of fluctuating between 80 and 100 viewers, that's pretty good. Sounding great mate, cheers. Coughing up phlegm for the 90s, you like that line there Mel, didn't you? Cool, nice one, good stuff, all positive so far. 6 months, getting a wee bit of love for the 6 month sobriety chip, which I will be receiving digitally tomorrow. Okay, let's have a wee look and see what's next. I was going to do the next one with the beat, but actually I think I'll just take a break for the beats and just do a wee a cappella, right? For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically just the rap without the tune. Which is something I do a lot when I'm performing. And I think that's a real test of your raps when you're a rapper. Just the freedom to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? To just go, do you know what, I won't bother with the tune. You know what I mean? Let's see how what I've wrote stands up to silence and nothing to hide behind. In a room full of people that don't actually necessarily care about you, what you have to say, or know anything about hip hop. So this track is called The Fourth Wall. Don't know how I lasted this long. I feel like a book would feel if it was trapped in a song. A laptop with 40 tabs on, half of them I'm preaching to the band pots, the other half is just eating violent porn. The righteousness exhausting me. I can only see other people's hypocrisy. There's no virtue in critiquing others constantly when privately I'm acting so dishonestly, consciously. While every saintly gesture hides a vain intention. Every layer of pretension, masking hate or resentment. Try to reassemble myself in the dark with no instructions. An understudy wanders the wings of his own production. Dramatic irony, directing a cast of aspersions. Treading the creaky boards of his narrow assertions with the absolute cheek to wonder why he isn't a happier person. That's a script with a character reference. So before the end of the roll call, let me punch a hole in the fourth wall. Terrified wearing the veil of a know-it-all. Barely holding on, praying that I don't fall. The world's too loud, I need to turn the volume down. I swear to God I'm going to bottom out. I suggest you run with everything you have, son. I've been looking for a way back, but there is none. Becky said your album's good, now go back and put the feelings in. Sweet as sin, so I reached in a wheelie bin for a massive can of worms that I've been secretly keeping them in. I feel as if every feeling I have is just being dismissed. Working 7 days a week to build a life for Danny. Quit my job the day I heard him call his papa daddy. Fuck, that still hurts. She says it's nothing, I shouldn't worry, it's normal. I wonder how she'd have felt if he called his Auntie Sarah Ma though. Stressed out my box with endless correspondence. Messages are getting constant even when I disconnect. People screenshot me threads of endless gossip. Think they're doing me a favour when all it's doing's infecting my conscience. They tell me Loki's dead. Time to bring him back. For young pups that talk about me like a thing of the past. Here's a warning shots warning people off my patch to make up for the raps I spat my crew that weren't up to scratch. So before the end of the roll call, let me punch a hole in the fourth wall. Terrified wearing the veil of a know-it-all. Barely holding on, praying that I don't fall. The world's too loud, I need to turn the volume down. I swear to God I'm going to bottom out. I suggest you run with everything you have, son. I've been looking for a way back, but there is none. I'm just a gathering storm of frustrated ideas. tearing through a broken sky of unsavoury spheres, a ball of knots, worshipping a ball of knots rolling down the shallow hill of his wasted years, falser than the idols I worship while I'm hating my peers. But I only turn the other cheek to face my fears. I write from my heart on a page of tears, so save your sneers for your safe careers. Cause my views have been paid, and my dues have been paid in arrears. Plus the cheque was forged, so I'll be bouncing on the day it clears. No offence then, I sense you're no fee here, no birds around my way. Give a fuck about Jermaine Greer. In case you've no noticed, pal, I'm no Graham Spears. If that's offensive, cry me a river of kale flavoured tears. And keep a bottle near and raise it to a solemn fear. I hope you hit your bottom near the solstice of the longest year. Fuck a lot of them. I'm still the strongest here. Come back when one of you crocodiles cry an honest tear. Cheers, folks. Sometimes it's good just to get the beat to fuck. Again, that's not very well memorised, so apologies for the wee slip-ups and stuff like that. I just, like, my thoughts for doing this was really something I missed. One of the only things I miss about drinking is when I used to go round to my pal's house, so they would come round to my house, and it would get a point in the night where I would present my new tune, you know what I mean, or my new idea, and I would have the beat or a rough recording, or even just early work on the thing, and so I would get their feedback, and that's always the thing. That's always the barometer for me of whether it's good enough. Do you know what I mean? It's how they respond to it. Even if they're being polite about it and it's no good, I know for the reaction from them whether it is good or not. And that's part of the reason why it takes me a lot longer now to finish music, because I don't drink and I don't see people as much because everybody's got their life to get on with, and I've got to figure a lot of it out by myself, do you know what I mean, or let Becky hear it, and it's the same, she's one of the people I will run it past as well, but it's a different quality of input I get for her, do you know what I mean, like, it's a different kind of input, but aye, that's well, I don't know, that's just what I felt like saying there. Right, cool, we'll get another beat on then. We're still going strong here. Cool, what time is it? past? Right, okay. Let's go for something political, eh? Want to go for something political? Well, you better fucking run and take cover then, because this one is pretty much the musical equivalent of just walking into Parliament with an AK-47, do you know what I mean? And just fucking spraying every cunt with bullets. It doesn't really matter what they believe or what they think or what their opinion is. Everybody to some extent is absolutely full of shite. This is another one produced by Jim Sutherland. I'm not advocating shooting politicians, by the way. Well, not yet anyway. Check. Might as well come in brash. Fuck the fash. Just in case anybody's wondering where I fucking stand, burn the flags and fuck the facts. We are now through the looking glass, welcome to Wonderland, where being right's more important than taking the time out to understand. Who needs political music? We've got Taylor Swift doing mumble rap. Who needs an artist with principles when there's a humble brag that you can double tap? Who cares that food bags are bigger than factories now full of pensioners losing their hair thanks to governments cutting back? Journals saying nothing's no something I'll fucking hack. So who's up for a tongue lash? Nobody's gonna make no comeback from a grudge match with yours truly hanging up with thumbtacks. Scotland the brave, turn on your telly, welcome to Terror Dome. Stripped in my track to my voice and no beat, every beat of the metronome represents another 20 or 30 more persons on methadone, so fuck a pleasant ode. Poetry slams to the champion, hands me a megaphone, so I can set the tone. Tom Leonard's no dead, he's a way to get peace for a country that mourned his demise, but when Tom was alive it detested him. Banned off for being taught in schools because the low status language offended them. No wonder so many kids tire at poetry, no representing them. They diss me for taking donations for Rowling, but that is so stupid. Some people are salty that Harry Potter got more kids into reading than going to school did. Welcome to Britain, pleb. Well, you can't be poor if you own a phone, but you can't access benefits without the internet, and you can get to Paris on a train quicker than you can to Inverness. Well, kids can't play hopscotch with thin cement without getting hit for rent by a landlord's infrared. We're saying to the dads are okay when the preemptive strikes are against the Afghans and Iraqis, but claim that the lefties are fighting the skinheads or fascists for putting their hands on the Nazis. I'm a student who grew up in affluence. Please make his campuses safer as step out the uni gate down the estate for a taste of a life that is actually dangerous. Unless your notions of social justice and identity align perfectly with those who understand perfectly, you'll get aggressive lectures on diversity. Well, play parks and libraries all now we're told just the practical luxuries, while royal weddings for zealistic blue bloods receive generous and non-taxable subsidies. Political leaders are frightened to fight multinational companies. All they can do is keep tipping their hat to the middle classes and these flag-waving dunderheads. Meanwhile, Tories grew up in boarding school, sell off the country and drive us delirious, telling communities that we just need to get over things they never had to experience. Or something like that. We've got a water there. Some of these tunes are already out, by the way. There's a video. Well, is there a video? I think I had to take it down. Some of these tunes are out. If you go looking for my stuff, you might find it. Right, another tune. What's our cables? Is this all good so far? Thumbs up, you know. Always looking for approval, me. Always looking for approval. You know what I mean? Remember, you can share with your pals. Aye, you can share there's a wee thought. You can share this live stream on your news feed for your other pals to watch. You can tell them, go and check this out. This cunt's talking a hefty amount of shite, do you know what I mean? Or there's that boy I saw doing that documentary, Glasgow Gangs, man. He shot it for wee guys in Pollock. Or you can go and tell them, there's that guy that works for MI5 who's being controlled by J.K. Rowling to write a book about a life he never lived so he can earn enough money to send his wains to Hogwarts, do you know what I mean? Or you can just go like, here man, that Loki cunt, he can rap like fuck. You should go and check him out right now on self-isolation sessions. Very insightful and challenging, love the honesty. Thank you very much for that comment there. Love we can hear birds tweeting in the background. Actually, that's no birds tweeting. That's one of the many attempts by me, the father of 2 young children, to create an environment, a domestic environment in which the likelihood that they will go to sleep at a reasonable time increases. In order to achieve this aim, I have tried all sorts of things. It's trial and error, you see. And I found a wee machine that sounds like birds tweeting. Actually, it's quite useful. They've also got a wee thing that puts stars on the ceiling and a blackout curtain. Those are the 3 things that worked really well. Parents, there's no point in me telling you this advice because your minds are totally different. And if you try this, like me, you'll just end up on mum's net at fucking 4 in the morning like that. 2-year-old. Waking up, wanting to watch Peppa Pig, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself, do you know what I mean? Right, okay, next tune. I think we'll do another one without the beat, right? Is that alright with you? Because it's quite important the lyrics come through, especially when you're dealing with, as I often do, with topics that are quite sensitive and highly charged and potentially controversial. I used to be a bit more blasé about that and just be like, it's free speech, I could just say whatever the fuck I want, do you know what I mean? But actually I just find that that's defensive, you know what I mean? It doesn't take much for me to give a wee content warning prior to a song. So this next song is called Loki, right? Obviously it's a play on woke and Loki. And like a lot of the tracks on the album, it tries to kind of go into this idea of identity politics as we understand it in pop culture. But how it's experienced by a certain type of guy from a certain type of background with a certain type of experience and a certain type of language to describe that experience. So it's not necessarily commenting on whether identity politics is a good thing or a bad thing, or whether other people don't agree with it or misogynist or alt-right. It's not about that. That's how people talk about it on the internet. This sort of song is one of many songs on the album that's about how do people actually interpret it? How does it fit into their life? Do you know what I mean? How does it map onto their experience? And some of the reasons why some people might reject it initially because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Okay. I'm so woke, fuck pal. So woke when I was born, I didn't even touch my old dear's birth canal. Nurse like, wow, kid's so woke, doctor, come and check this. That kid's so woke, he refused me when I went to check what the sex was. And he just launched a Tumblr page for a playpen and posted about why he won't take a breast until he obtains consent. This kid is the future for all of these hateful men. That's why I'm woke as fuck. They asked me to open up, but as soon as a word leaves my mouth, somebody with a degree rolls up to sew them shut. Shout out to my working class buds, you're loved with a fucking passion. No, 'cause you done the washing. Shout to my middle class women, but to faint when they hear the word cunt in passing. Woke bros in a chokehold calling out other men on the Twitter, rather than stare in the mirror. You're gonna condemn me? Whatever. Like you never shamed a slut. I went through her bird's phone to see where she was when she said she was going to her mates to get drunk. And you were hiding in a bin at a place I worked till nearly dusk, 'cause you had the vaguest hunch she met a beta male for a munch. She says he's gay, but you're waiting on her coming home drunk to hate fuck the braids at a racially appropriated haircut. With a phone in her face, hoping that she accidentally says his name once. Makes you squat, and then wank to mainstream porn where rape is a safe word. Some lefties think I talk shite, 'cause I'm not alright with a long form tripe. I crossed some fault lines, picked the wrong fights, I had some long nights. Walter Tomkite, catching reality in a fog light, reporting live for an economic bomb site. Good luck with the blog site, just 'cause I think you're a prick does not make me alt-right. First world problems. My personal trainer caught me watching eating disorder pornos in a genderless bog in McDonald's. I'm so woke like yeah. I'm so woke like yeah. I'm so woke like yeah. Food for thought, don't feed the jobless. Aim your whole body of work. Shouts to all my vegans in here. Trimming your bread while eating your beards. Fuck the ozone layer. You people are weird. Walking out of odd bins, reading your beer. My bird asked me if she looked fat, we were chilling in a hot tub. I told her, not to obstruct your point, but beauty is a man-made concept couched in a patriarchal construct. And I'm woke as fuck. Take a look at my social media conduct. Now if we're done here, hot stuff, you're full about drunk and I really want my cock sucked. I was raised birds just want to get drunk and get a seeing too. Me too. I guess as long as the seeing too is something that you're both agreeing to, it's between you. But what if she's taking a puff? Or what if she only puts out because she knows if she doesn't, I'm going to start taking a huff? Or what if she's falling asleep during sex and I stop like a gent and start knocking one out in the bed beside her as she lays in the buff? This is precarious stuff. Don't date to a bird what you cannot explain to a judge. But my advances don't feel like abuse. Do I get a pass? Years ago, teachers hurt the kids in class. No cunt blinked, it's mad. These days, the kids assault them, and if they hit back, they strike the pricks off. Ethical norms shift like sand. Better take care with them slippery hands. And don't go running to fucking Ben Shapiro because you feel bad about being a weirdo. Learn to sit with the discomfort, bro, instead of selling your soul surfing a YouTube wormhole. Let's not make excuses in this for being loose with the tongue or loose with the fist, but I was a victim and a perpetrator of abuse before I knew what it was. I'm so woke like yeah. I'm so woke like yeah. I'm so woke like yeah. Let me know what you thought of that. I feel like that rhyme benefits from me having given a wee prior explanation and also taking the music out of the equation. Just to lend it that wee extra bit of context, because if you were just to take some of the lines out of the song, as has happened in the past, and put them on Twitter and say, look what he said, then I would have to spend a very long time explaining a prejudice that actually doesn't exist. But that's social media for you.
Okay. Something else there? Let's get something else on. We'll get something with a wee tune on, right? A wee beat. Did I say that I'm busy? I don't have the time to get into it with you. I'll come to the event, but what the fuck do you mean? Can people film me? I'll be bringing people with me. Just play fair, waive the fee with the I need with the train fare, taxes on account, probably caught myself a rare pair of Scottish Pippins in the way there. None says a man's no sexually available, the whistling the fireman Sam theme tuning the cute JD when he doesn't have a wing wheel. Poor sleep on my way to the beeb looking highly debatable media, people stressing me early live radio, but I can't look off my game, ask me how I am, I say can't complain, walking around thinking I've not known that's cool, Darren again, you're supposed to be in Blackpool, disappear, reappear in a black plume, in a dark cool classroom like, sorry I'm late, I'm here to talk about that book, please excuse the snap room with a child attached passing a fat stool. I was in a hurry here for the madhouse, but the guy down Abdul. Vortex opens up, Becky reaches back through, take a fag out my mouth, puts out all my shoe, takes a gun, cocks it back, and leaves a bill for an Amazon vacuum. It's good, no conforming to gender rules when you have no tits or rent control, so I'm bringing home the paying for the breakfast rolls, and still got the rap scene on air patrol. I'm stressed out, with a body I walk, I need flesh out. Try to stay fresh, I'm putting me to the test, I'm about to blow everybody get down. Don't worry when the project's out, just know that yours disappears when I step out. Smell blood all coming from my head now, keep your head down if you think you're the best out. I just want you to think I'm a nice guy, I just want you to like me. That's why I always say aye to the things that you want me to do when I don't have time to. But if you want to talk shit thinking I'm too busy to respond, mate, that's unlikely. Cause the more stressed I get, the more I want to rap fucking MCs on the nightly. Yeah, you give free porn I buy, sexual thoughts and truth freshers walking by. Yes, I apologise, but as a man my head's so storm by and I want to die. Often preoccupied, see myself through corporate eyes beneath a falling sky. Psyche's been colonised, school of thought monopolised. You won the Orwell Prize? Hanging by your collar tie, praying that a job arrives. False prophets economise, extracting value from your awful lives. I philosophise, never know what a dollar buys. The paradox is my problems are now pocket size. Young pops are qualified to pathologically quantify what I personify. Shout to Ash and Sev, I owe you a massive debt, you built a safe place for me to record and get back to my best. Nazis back for the dead, slabs to the head, laying a hand on my friends. And yes, that is a threat, what bros, get back to your bed. Recently a woman said my mother's turning in her grave over the shit I said. Shut your fucking mouth, you bint, behave, she doesn't have a grave. I watched the bint cremate, commenting the Scotsman said he wished he'd cut me with the blade. People ask me how I am, if I told them the truth I don't think they would like what I have to say. That tune's called I Know You're Busy, but which is I get a surprising amount of for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a writer. I've got into broadcasting, I'm also a musician, I do a lot of different things, right? So more and more people know who I am than ever before in my life. And often people will try to get in touch with you directly through social media. And what they do is they're being polite, they're being really polite, right? So what they do is they contact you, they acknowledge that they know that you're busy. They've got no idea that you've got hundreds of other people try to contact you the same way sometimes. And it starts off this wee sentence, and I know you're busy, but you can see after about 1,000 times, that is the sentence where, unless it's somebody you know, actually no, because people who really know you wouldn't start a sentence like that. So, anybody who starts an email or a message with I know you're busy, but it doesn't get read, so I just need to let you know that. If you want to get a hold of me, I know I'm making myself sound dead important, and I'm no meaning to, this is the reality of my life, right? If you want to get a hold of me, be more creative, right? Be more creative about it. Okay, right. Will we get another wee tune on the go, or maybe we'll get another wee acapella on the go? What else have we got? I'll do a wee one actually I was working on, hang on, 2 seconds. Me and my old man didn't always get along at home. So often I'd go and just kick a ball off a wall on my own. It was politics, so the threat of violence was constant for your morning stroll to after school when you'd be walking home. It was comedy gold, but it took an awful toll. Hyper-vigilant, jumping at every knock on the door. Grew up running for dealers, ducking Provi loans. That's why I'm anxious, always feel like something's wrong when it's no. That's why I'm jumpy with a nervous disposition. That's why I find it hard to read and I struggle to listen. If
trying to balance society's expectations with an epigenetic imposition stressing my limbic system. Then you emerge in a world of middle class values with nothing but a bus pass and a little stash of Valiums. That's when you learn of a prevailing sensibility that's subtly condemning and judging everything that you say. And it isn't much better in your own scheme. I used to tune out in my class and I daydream, knowing I would have to fight when the bell went. I would try and plan ahead, thinking where and when. Every day was a school day. Quickly learn not to get the better of somebody who thinks they have less to lose than you do. I learned to play the odds. I learned to navigate. And if you strike, do it in full view of the gallery. I used to write and act, play instruments, but that scheme put an end to that. So I rapped. In my crew, there's no such thing as a family man. Guys learn about love for the back of their father's hands, and carry tools as a policy of endowment, and think Scarface is a tale of male empowerment. Well, we're taught that we're worthless in a lawless circus, and don't grasp is what constitutes a moral compass. Every time I went out, somebody wanted to fight me, rolling round outside the Volks, nearly hit a whitey. Why was I the rapper everybody had to get wide with? Made some pals, but I was paranoid they didn't like me. All people seen was the ego, the attitude, the bravado. They never saw the wee shy boy walking into Hados. A grief-stricken boy, weary of his own shadow. All I ever wanted was to be the best rapper in Glasgow. Bucky gave me confidence to grow a pair of bollocks. To try a version of myself, I had to hide in Pollock. Getting pissed, being loud and aggressive with strangers. Police at the doors, fielding complaints for the neighbours. Too jelly, suck a bucket, Gub 7 Blues, falling into bins in Govan Hill, tanning tins of brew. When you're getting mad with it, you could be sniffing glue. Junkies and Neds are always somebody else. It's never you. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left. I'm just going to jump on the Facebook page to see how you're getting on. Alright, everybody getting on there. Lots of new shit, lots of new material. Obviously, now that I've kind of shared some new stuff with you, I kind of feel like I should pull up more new stuff and like just hear some bars, do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't really get feedback on stuff until it's out now. You know what I mean? Apart from in the car with Becky. Or if I send my mates a tune in that, but it's just not the same as sitting and previewing it for people. Let's have a wee look and see what we've got here. So this album, it's been about 3 years in the making, and actually it's really, one of the things that's made it difficult is we're living in quite unprecedented times right now, do you know what I mean? So, as well as the ongoing inequality that a lot of us see, and we've got a front row seat to see, there's these big tumultuous, momentous events like leaving the European Union and all the argument about that, and then the coronavirus stuff happening just now. And in a way, if you're writing an album, or in my case a book and an album and a show that's tapping into what's currently happening, and then a big event happens, it recontextualises everything, do you know what I mean? So it kind of dates it automatically, and you've got to go back and find ways to make it more relevant. No current for current's sake, but some of the stuff I was writing about in this album a couple of years ago wouldn't make sense to put it in now. And then one of the people I was working on the album with, florist David McQuarrie, who produced some of the tracks that you've heard, and he passed away suddenly. So stopped working on that. Then the other guy, Astronomic, shout out to Astronomic, who's in my view the hottest up and coming artist in Scotland across all genres. Production wise, rap wise, sound engineer wise, just a proper like thinking artist, like can be a bit too perfectionist, but rather that than a lazy cunt. Anyway, he was no well. He's got ongoing health issues, and So it's been different kind of challenges, but actually I feel like the material's benefited from sitting and cooking for a wee bit longer. In the past I've been too quick to release stuff when it's not ready. So it's been an exercise in patience. Right, let's have a wee look. What have we got here? Let's go for this wee number. In fact, I'll let you hear the sort of work that Florist done. David McQuarrie, also known as Lego. He passed away last year. Rest in peace, mate. You know what I mean? Like, still can't believe it, to be honest. Anyway, I'll let you hear a tune of his, right, and I'll rap with it. My granny gave me my first pill the day my ma died. I couldn't sleep because I hadn't cried. Within a week I was in her stats like it's my supply. Got up to take a bus to school. 20 minutes coming up, it's cool. Mix it with baby, you're laughing, the shit was like rocket fuel. Fuck you.
Fucking love getting high, mate.
Started on the pain pills, moved to booze, whipped the doos, then came the Becky, they started the truth. Beautiful ruby shoes, chewing the shrooms, looking at gloomy news. Moved to a room with a view of the full moon, penning Looney Tunes. Changing the way that I felt was my only objective in life. Para room on friends, even though I was sure the connection was tight. Thinking my lovers were cheating, started invading their privacy. They would deny, accuse me of lying, and failed to acknowledge the irony. We don't do metaphors. When it comes to rap, I'm the cunt that'll spit a methadone script in a polythene bag and sell alone. Why am I trying to keep control toys when I can't control myself? Full speed for the airbag, won't deploy, it's like my soul's annoyed, it's not destroyed by opioids. One man symphony here, but I can't compose myself for the season finale. But I swear all you'll be seeing the back is the stream of MCs in the scene I carry. Watching my cell on the telly, the hail me is being recovered. I feel a touch in my belly, baby, and codeines inflame my stomach.
Can you give me a box of Loki Max and also a box of the ibuprofen with codeine, please? What do you mean, can I sell me all that?
Hear how good this production is, do you know what I mean? Fuck this sober shit, man, I'm over it. Just gonna turn the beat up a bit so you can hear it, right? Fuck this sober shit. Really, really fucking high quality stuff, man. Tune's called the fuck it button, do you know what I mean? When you hit the fuck it button, everybody's got a fuck it button like, oh fuck it, I'm going to eat all the toffee crisps, do you know what I mean? Off to work, everybody round in my house. I live in an asylum in Mary Hill with some lagerlouts. All I want's a company, it's cool if you don't have snouts. We can read the bins under my eyes for fagged outs. Falling in and out of love with women like the blackouts. Fishy phone boxes begging government for handouts. Swig a bucket to get a little wind in my sails. Wake up in a cemetery with dirt under my fingernails. Soluble pills take so long to dissolve in the water it's cold. Watching the clock like hawking withdrawal in the chemist cause dealers don't even respond to my calls. Me being clean, don't buy it, man. Fuck a quiet one. Fuck it, button till Monday like a diet plan. Taking an axe to sobriety, I'm heading back to the Friday. Pass me a Zanny, I'm falling asleep at the wheel of my wonderful life. And when I wake up in a ditch at the dawn, yeah, wacky society, you'll still be writing that album, my friend, and the put you think is gonna inspire me. This having money shit's a real fucking blast, I can't lie. Just a shame you can't forecast the fact that you want to die cause you can't get high. Or you can get high but you can't stop. Next time you're dipping your dying 90s meds when your blood asks you what's wrong, you look her in the eye and lie. Some of you know the script with that. Right, okay. Right, I want to preview something. I want to preview something that most of you will not have heard. This will make my last tune. This is something I've not, again it's dead difficult to rehearse with the kids and all that. So I'm just going to try and see how it goes. This is produced by Astronomic, who is the main producer on that album. I Wish I Was Dead. This track might not be on that album, it might be on another project, but I just wanted to preview it and just to big him up. And say that I miss him. The fact that we can't hook up because of the lockdown is pish. I
and just sending love and strength and all that. And I thought he might get a buzz out of seeing me try to perform this tune live for the first time ever. So at the risk of making myself look kind of uncool, most artists would want to present to you a version of themselves which looks almost perfect, but I'm quite happy to fuck up and no date right just for the sake of giving it a bash, do you know what I mean? So here we go. Rise and shine, the stars in the sky are aligned while I'm rubbing these eyes of mine with the hands of time. Woke up in a past life, better get the visor right and try and concentrate this tired mind to see beyond the mirage and my vital signs gradual decline. I'm mapping a master rhyme onto the rising tide beyond the horizon line, and though the fire inside might be passing its prime, it still yawns ahead of you like sparkling light on a starry night. I see a wall of resistance behind a web of irresolvable contradictions. Fibre optic filaments lit with inexplicably awful diction as an audience of commoners are watching me from an ominous distance. Inoperable disfigurements are now optional like a mortal existence. I stand before you in optimal condition.
Aggression flow, bolt on uploading.
Give me that mic, boy, fuck the battle boss, fuck the man's arse with handlebars, full of jam tar on the apple cart, pull the bin off a cattle farm, let a lid off a candle jar, paddle the park, a master smash all around a band of car, drive a a salad bar. I need to get my battery charged, it's only filled half a barrel, battles when I'm after carb. Remember me, the best Scottish MC of the 21st century, offering my help and expertise to another fledgling scene beset by an emergency. Why do you think sick MCs feel I need to send for me? Competitors begging me for attention, no I don't got a verse free, but I will spare you the pleasantries. Recycling MCs, making enemies out of phrase of verbiage, hit away a hefty fee for wasting my energy as the air peaks 10 degrees. No shit, I'm getting old quick. Better be a has-been and a no-been, I'm about to go for it till the old get holding the door of the whip, so I got a show for it. Bruce Banner about to lose my shit, tear my throat off and throw a bespoken fit. Cunts be full of all sorts, they be chatting like they're some kind of warlords. Fucking shut it, bojaws. Cunts be rapping like somebody just putted them right in the homos. While I'm pumping all your mods, ruin the back of the lodge halls. Jog on, tripping nuke your trees while I be sharper than claws that can chop logs. Puffing palm malls till the nicotine stains engraved in the contours. Watching horror porn on Concord. Executive shit, cunts never seen this coming. Did they drop a microphone to rip you? Don't call it a comeback, walking the club right up to the cunt with a young cut fucked up moustache. You're the best MC, eat this dustpan son, you couldn't run a bloodbath. See that building, climb right up that, then jump off. What's that, drugs in your bag? Ever see me buzz gas for a skull fuck bucket hat in, drink a batch with my skull cap? Pulling up in your blood scarf with a snuff stash like a hubcap, flying off an upturned truck in a bus crash, nothing but a first bus pass and a pop ass clan to cut glass. You bust raps, you love trapping, your butt's fat, it's tighter than your puss straps. Fuck that, you couldn't burn fat. This is a done. F1 hunchback at your back shoots one glance and tongue bags the first class dumping that. I'm rubber stamp, you're just rubber man. I'm up your bird's gap when you're at your muckers flat doing 50 takes in a cupboard man. You're still drunk, I'm recovered man. Big tough guys out there with a long way to go till they understand what it means to be a fucking man. You up your fucking bam. Seen their shit with most of these freaks. My house was hard as your whole fucking street. I don't need drugs to be up for weeks. Give me a pen and a pad and a fucking beat and watch me put the whole fucking scene up for lease. Say hi to the fucking chief. Shout out my crew, being MC, shout out Glasgow City, shout out fucking everybody. That is 20:58, 2 minutes, so I will bid you farewell. Very grateful to all of you who tuned in. Appreciate it. Support the self-isolation sessions. You're going to get a lot of good quality, and I'm sure as time goes on as well, they'll come up with all sorts of tricks and things to improve the experience immeasurably. Hopefully this lockdown doesn't go on too much longer, but just think how cool it'll be when you get to go out, do you know what I mean, and really truly realise that life that you're feeling nostalgic about was always shite, you know what I mean, and that you would rather be in the house. And that as a human being, you're kind of wired to always project forward and backwards. So no matter where you are in your life, it's never good enough. You could be sitting in a fucking, you could be sitting at the peak of a mountain and you'll be like thinking about how nice a tin opener, a cold tin in the bath later on is going to be, do you know what I mean? Or you could be sitting in a maternity ward with your newborn baby and you're thinking about getting a sleep later. You know what I mean? Or you could be free to go wherever the fuck you want and go to coffee shops and go and buy stuff, Clays, and go to the park when all you want to do is sit in the house and watch fucking Netflix. And you know that's what you're doing and you want to go out. I get it, right? I get it. Anyway, I better go or I'll stay on here and talk all night. Thanks again to John and Patrick. Thanks to Self-Isolation Sessions. I hope I haven't offended anyone, but even worse, I hope I haven't bored anybody, because that, for me, is a far worse crime. It's lovely to talk to you all, and take it easy.